Okay, ladies and gents, this is part 6, the final part. So, first question here, now this could be a real point winner here. Wie wäre, how would be, literally, dein Traumberuf, your dream job? What would your dream job be, if you like? Okay, so that's what that is. And I'm having a slight technical thingy at the moment with this. Just bear with me, there we go. We've got to get there in the end. Right. Ich wäre is one way of doing it. I would be. Okay, and this is like conditional, subjunctive, you can name it, I don't know. I'm not good with grammatical terms, even though I'm supposed to be, I suppose. Ich wäre Politiker. Yes. Now, I would be a politician. Now, obviously, talking from a female perspective, you would add on I am. Okay, weil, because ich Ehrgeiz habe, because I have ambition. So Ehrgeiz is ambition. Ehrgeiz dafür habe, for that. So I have ambition for it, is what, now dafür means for it. Weil ich Ehrgeiz dafür habe, because I have ambition for it. Ich möchte die Welt. So, ich möchte, let's get that right, die Welt, now, enden is change for enden. Ich möchte die Welt verändern is probably the best to put here, verändern. Change the world. Ich möchte die Welt verändern. Then you could list a few things that maybe you're unhappy with. Die Armut. Armut is poverty. Umweltkatastrophe vermeiden. Umweltkatastrophe, really got off at a tangent here, is environmental disaster. Krieg stoppen, or Kriege stoppen, stop wars and so on. Okay, so okay, I've really gone into that one. Okay, let's just call it a day at that. We're going to change it slightly to 12 because it's quite a long answer. I've ended up with that one. Okay, let's just put that in here, like so. So, weil ich Ehrgeiz dafür habe, ich möchte die Welt verändern, I change the world, poverty, environmental disasters, stopping wars, and so on. Right. Now, number 2. Wo würdest du arbeiten? Now, in line with what we said with one of the previous questions, ich würde im Ausland arbeiten. I'd work abroad, weil ich andere Kulturen mag. So I like other cultures. Right. So where would you work? I suppose you could also say, I mean, the other thing, ich würde im Freien. Now, im Freien means in the open air, so outside as opposed to actually in an office. So ich würde im Freien arbeiten, I would work outside. Okay, weil ich frische Luft mag, because I like fresh air. That sounds a bit whatever. Just notice that Kulturen is misspelled. Okay, so Freien, I'm almost making the notes here. Frische Luft mag, and so on. Okay. Right. So let's just get that into number 2. Right, number 3. Now, number 3, wie viel Geld würdest du verdienen? How much money would you earn? Now, I suppose, ich wäre, let's be totally modest, Multimillionär. Ich wäre I'm sure if, yeah, Million. I'm pretty sure I hope I get this right. Millionaire auf Deutsch is that. A Millionärin is that. Ich wäre Millionär. I would be a millionaire. Speaking of, mindestens means at least. Mindestens, that's the influence of footballers. 100,000 Pfund pro Woche. Okay. Alright. Now, obviously I'm getting a little bit silly here. And I'm just sort of hitting, I think I'm hitting at the top end of the job market, just to say the least. Okay. As they call it, they do call it silly money, don't they? Right. Number 4. Wie würden deine Kollegen sein? What type of colleagues would you like? Okay. Sie werden sehr lustig sein. Or they would be, let's use that, stick to the tense that way actually, although it wouldn't be totally, you wouldn't be marked down for that, I don't think. Sie würden sehr lustig sein. It would be very funny. Okay, so imagine if you're a dictator, right? Sie würden machen. Okay, sie würden machen, was ich will. They would do what I want, basically is what that means. So, sie würden an meinen Witzen lachen. They will laugh at my jokes. Alright. The somewhat egocentrical reply. Okay, now last section. 5, 6, 7 is then, and okay, sorry about my cough. It's probably putting 1 or 2 people off listening, but can't be helped. Right. Was machen deine Eltern als Beruf vom Beruf? Okay. Mein Vater ist Polizist. My dad is a policeman. Mag die Arbeit, he likes the work, weil es immer spannend ist. It's always exciting or tense. Manchmal sogar, sometimes even, sogar auch, also, gefährlich, dangerous. So, again, so gefährlich wie das. Now, so let's just stick to that for the time being. Okay. D12. Right. Let's take it down there. That's talking about dad. Meine Mutter. Let's do mum as well. Meine Mutter ist Wissenschaftlerin. Wissenschaftlerin is a scientist. Then sie arbeitet für die Regierung. That's a phrase you probably haven't come across before. Okay, für die Regierung. She works for the government. Okay, she works for the government. Sie arbeitet für die Regierung as a scientist. Sie mag auch ihren Job. She also likes her job, that means. Weil es immer Neues gibt. Immer etwas Neues gibt. There's always something new. Okay, in terms of the scientific world, I suppose. don't really have to go into that amount of detail. Okay, cut. Paste. Now, number 6, ladies and gentle people. Finden Sie Ihre Arbeit gut? Now, do you find their work good? So, are you proud of what they do, for example? Okay. So, you could say, Ich bin stolz. No, I am proud of meine Mutter. I'm proud of my mum, weil sie sehr fleißig arbeitet. Pardon me. Fleißig arbeitet. Manchmal leider. So sometimes, manchmal leider, unfortunately, sind die Arbeitsstunden the working hours einfach simply zu lang. Und das gefällt mir nicht. And das gefällt mir nicht, that literally, that pleases me not, I don't like that. Okay. So you could, when you're actually being asked this particular question, guys, just to think about working hours. I suppose you could also, if they're not, I say I'm not earning enough, that sounds really cheeky, but, you know, weil sie nicht genügend Geld verdienen. I just put that down, in note form, weil sie nicht genügend, which sounds very cheeky really to be asking that question. I don't want the equation, do I? Genügend is sufficient. Okay, genügend Geld verdient, doesn't earn enough money. Alright. Hopefully that's immaterial to most of people listening. Okay, let's do your parents. Right, as they say. Right, number 7, the last one, guys. The last question. Okay. Wie war die Arbeit letzte Woche für deine Eltern? So. Oh Mensch. So. Wie war die Arbeit letzte Woche für deine Eltern? Die Arbeit für meinen Vater war sehr stressful. It's very stressful. Weil I don't know if you're talking about the guy who's actually a policeman. Weil oh yeah, you always say that policemen these days have lots of paperwork. Well, sehr stressful, but there's viel. Okay, that's right. Papierarbeit. Let's call it that. Papierarbeit gab, because there was a lot of paperwork. Okay. So, if you're talking about how was it for last week, again, obviously using the past tense, you talk about things that I did last week, went wrong. You could say, for example, the lokale bank, ist, I hope I get that's my grammar right, because beraubt worden was robbed. The bank was robbed. Should be lokale with a K. Lokale bank ist beraubt worden. Ein Räuber. I'm just making this up. A robber had viel Geld gestohlen. A robber stole lots of money. So, I don't know, that's the police guy, and Wissenschaftlerin. I think I actually made a mistake earlier, actually. Wissenschaftlerin is a female scientist, and I think I actually put the male version. So we'll go back to that in a minute. I'm going to call it a day after this because my cold is getting worse. Okay, if I'm not in Monday morning, it's because I've totally lost my voice. Right, that's just talking about the dad. And I think I mentioned up here somewhere. Yeah, no, I did. It's feminine. Okay. So, I don't know, these are just fictional things, first things that come into my head. Okay, we will call it a day in a minute when we get everything in camera shot, which at the moment is all over the place. So let's just tidy this up. Let's bring this down and let's take it up to 10 and see what it does. Okay, so 10. Right, okay, and we're finished like that, so if there's anything you still need to copy, it's there in front of you. Okay.